Welcome to CasualBCH, a podcast about Bitcoin Cash and SmartBCH, where sometimes we go off the rails and talk about everything crypto. I go by the handle Satoshi Angels and created the website helpme.cash.
And I'm his better half.
Today we're going to talk about CoinFLEX, DEXs on SmartBCH, and Satoshi's Angels. So it is December 6th, 2021. So it's been like 5 days since we last did an episode, and there's quite a bit that's happened.
Has it really been 5 days? I thought it was like 3.
So I guess the big news is that CoinFLEX.com and Bitcoin.com have announced a partnership.
Yes.
Bitcoin.com, go ahead.
Being a wallet app on your phone.
Yeah. They were also an exchange, but it wasn't a very popular one at all.
No.
It had its own issues and stuff. I think it was technically like they were partnered with a different exchange to run it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember off the top of my head who it was, but...
It just didn't look nice. Integrate nice.
Yeah. Now, CoinFLEX is running their exchange.
FlexUSD.
FlexUSD and all of their other markets.
Yes, so you can access more tokens.
Yep.
I really only care about FlexUSD.
FlexUSD is nice for stable coins.
It is.
Yeah, so for those that do not know, you get interest on your FlexUSD balance every 8 hours.
And all you have to do is hold it.
All you got to do is hold
in your
it.
wallet.
Yeah, so even before this, in the Bitcoin.com wallet, if you had FlexUSD, it would technically be an SLP token.
Mm-hmm.
So this is different than SmartBCH. This is Bitcoin Cash's own native tokens that are on it. They have their own issues. It's this whole other ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
But generally, every 8 hours in that one, you would also see interest coming in. So if you had like $20 in FlexUSD, it's like every 3 times a day roughly, you'd get like 5 cents or something like that.
Yeah, depending on what range the interest rate is at.
Yeah.
But the nice thing was it would show right on the phone. If you your phone wallet, you'd see these little incoming transactions every single time.
Yeah. And it's, so the interest is based off of, I don't fully get the trading side of this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to.
It makes me money, I'm happy.
Yeah, pretty much. But it has to do with the trading that's going on in CoinFLEX for the perpetuals and their physically delivered trades and the AMM,
Mm-hmm.
which is the automated market maker, I think. That might be
right.
wrong.
Ish.
But essentially, if you go to CoinFLEX, you set up an account, you throw some money into it. I believe it's $1,000. You can do less than this, but if you do $1,000 minimum in FlexUSD equivalent, so
Mm-hmm.
BCH or Ethereum or BTC or whatever, you throw it into the AMM Plus. I think it's called AMM Plus. That enables you to trade, or it automatically has you enter the arena,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically like a League of Legends or a Dota style, champions thing. You got to pick one to be your avatar.
Mm-hmm.
And based off how you set up your AMM, it does different types of trading back and forth. So you're basically shorting the market, like buying coins, shorting, but it's doing all this automatically.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think like the stock exchange with like high frequency traders and stuff like that, it's kind of doing that for you. So if you put an order in on the AMM, you can actually dig down and see what it's doing. And so if you put in like $1,000, you'll see like, I don't know, tens, dozens, hundreds of like little orders for like 20 cents,
Mm-hmm.
just tons of them. And it's doing its own little trading back and forth. And that $1,000 over like a week, it might do like 50 grand or 100 grand in trades by itself.
And that's what generates all the FlexUSD fees.
It's
Something.
part of it, yes. And because the traders are paying in Flex coin, I think. So not FlexUSD.
I think by default.
By default, yeah. So CoinFLEX has the Flex coin,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of their coin.
Which has been pumping.
Which has been pumping quite a bit. For other reasons, potentially.
Yes. I mean, it made the partnership with bitcoin.com, and that's going to bring in some users.
Yeah.
It was like, what,
25 million.
25, yeah.
Yeah, so bitcoin.com wallet apparently has like 25 million downloads, I'm guessing. I'm assuming it's not active users because that's quite a bit. But that would probably be total downloads, I'm guessing. That's a lot of potential people. Obviously, they're not all going to be active, but that's still a lot of people. It's generally one of the top wallet downloads. I keep seeing everywhere. So.
Yeah.
It works well.
It works well. So
yeah. The only downside really is that it's not open source anymore, which kind of sucks.
It's one of those wallets where you can walk down to your local mom and pop shop, be like, "Hey, do you accept crypto? No? Okay, well you do now. Download this quick wallet, send money, boom, done." Yeah,
it does. It's very simple, works well. So
I have a question about it. I don't know if you know the answer, but
probably
I haven't seen it. For the bitcoin.com wallet and FlexUSD, now that they're paired, because before it was the SLP one, but now will you also have access to the SmartBCH one? Because there is a difference between holding the $10 in the SLP. Original SLP token FlexUSD, but SmartBCH SEP20 or whatever doesn't require that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I should ask Mark that.
Yeah, I think they are probably going to integrate it. Because I know bitcoin.com was going to integrate SmartBCH. That was they confirmed they were going to a while ago, but there was no timeline given. There might have been like a soon sprinkled here and there, but so I would assume that you will be able to at some point. Okay. And they might differentiate that. I don't know if they might drop SLP support if that happens. It's kind of weird. Bitcoin Cash is in like a SLP exists. It has its own things and its own ecosystems, but a decent chunk of them are migrating to SmartBCH. But some aren't. So it's kind of like you have almost like a triple ecosystem happening because you got BCH and native stuff on BCH that uses it directly, and then you have like SLP, which is kind of like tagged on top of it. Yeah. And then you got SmartBCH, which is an entirely separate sidechain that you can migrate over to. Yeah. And then with the upcoming hard fork update in May 2022, there's going to be like group tokens and these other things added that is going to improve on the SLP situation. Yes. So I haven't looked too deeply into that, but like maybe a fourth ecosystem. Maybe SLP just ends up phasing out entirely based off that stuff. Maybe some people don't want to. Yeah. It's a decentralized system, so if some people don't want to, they don't have to. So I guess following along with CoinFLEX is the part of the reason the Flex coin might be pumping is that the CoinFLEX is going to release a DAO.
Yes, mid-December.
That's what the word is. Don't know when exactly. So a
DAO.
Quote from Mark Lamb, the CEO. Yeah.
Mid-December.
Ish. So decentralized autonomous organization. They're getting more and more popular. They've been out for quite a while. But I think the last big one was like Shapeshift. So Shapeshift used to be like one of the biggest exchanges years and years ago in terms of decentralized. Yeah. And I used it a number of times, and it's, if anybody's used sideshift.ai, that's a centralized exchange. It's technically ran by a couple guys or something. Yeah. But it's like you go to the website, you put in, I have Litecoin and I want BCH. And it just bang, bang, it tells you to send it to address. You do it, it pops in your account out the other side. Yeah. The coin that you want. That's what Shapeshift was like. And it worked. I think it was like one of the most popular ones back then. And then it died. Everybody left because they started KYCing.
Nobody wants KYC.
Yeah, so Eric Voorhees is the CEO. And I think I saw a message or a quote from him like within the last year that said that they lost like 96 or 98% of their user base once that happened. Yeah. Yeah, so they kept plugging along, and this year, I think it was only like 3 or 4 months ago, they announced that they are going fully decentralized. Again, except more extreme. They like shut down their offices. They went work from home. I don't know how legally it works, but it's like I think
less of a company.
Yeah. I think they're still a company, but it's like they're chipping away at it as much as they can. It seems like. Yeah. And they started a DAO so that people could get the tokens and then do the governance through votes. So you like kind of can't really go after the employees anymore for things or the CEO because it doesn't matter because the company will still operate. Yeah. In terms of.
And they're not
making decisions.
Yeah.
So, in theory, I guess that opens up. Like, they seem to be pushing like lots of Discord stuff. So in theory, all the employees that stuck with it that were employees are still going to be working at it, but other people can get involved now, and they can start earning bounties for doing things. And,
self-employed contractors.
Pretty much. So CoinFLEX making a DAO. Mid-December. Exactly what they're doing with it, I'm not sure. Yeah, rumors are that there's whales getting in or got in a while ago because they were looking forward to that. So
there was that one big transaction worth of totally off the rails side note here though of BCH that we saw.
The locked BCH?
Yeah.
Oh no, not that one.
No, the from moving in pending.
The 19,920.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 19,000. Yeah, that might have been it. Because I think there was 50,000 or 54,000 BCH locked.
And it's now like 70, isn't it?
Now it's like 70 something. So that's the BCH that CoinFLEX has custody of, because people are migrating it through them to SmartBCH.
Yeah.
So I think I saw a message from Mark saying that it was at 20 or 25,000, and then once that got hit by people migrating in, then they did another chunk of like 20 or 25,000. So that might have got hit again.
Yeah.
They got up to 50 some, so they did some more. So.
I did see the one guy who runs Hop Bridge.
Dog Cash.
Said there was like 7,000 or 700.
700
BCH that was trying to move into SmartBCH. Yeah.
I think that's imaginary username or I'm_uname. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that sounds about right. There's too many of them.
There's too many. Yeah, I think I saw that. He said that 700 BCH tried to flow through his bridge and he had to manually intervene because he ran out of liquidity. So, and to remind people to check how much liquidity is remaining
before you just
send stuff through, and I think it shows it right on the middle of the page or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
Jumping back to CoinFLEX and Mark.
Yeah.
On Monday, which was yesterday.
Yesterday?
I think.
Today's technically Monday, so yesterday, Sunday.
Sunday.
Depending on the time zone you're in.
Yeah, that's true. Mark was on interview, quick 3-minute one with
CNBC. Yeah, nothing very new in it. So basically, FlexUSD, get interest.
Why Bitcoin dropping?
Why Bitcoin dropping? It's crypto.
Yeah.
That's about the entire interview right there.
Yeah.
Last thing with CoinFLEX that we had down was that they have partnered with Doug Polk.
It's been a bit of a
double-sided
sword there between Yahoo and drama side of it.
Yeah. So Doug is a famous poker player, I believe.
Yes.
And I think all the drama, it's not like there's tons of it or anything, but there was some discussions going on. But
in a few different places between.
Yeah. Reddit and Telegram.
Yeah.
Basically, I think Doug took the side of the BTC crowd more heavily than the BCH side when back in 2017.
He was against BCH back in 2017.
Yes, I vaguely remember him making comments negative towards BCH. I don't remember what they were. I remember just labeling him as another maxi. Didn't really pay much attention after that.
Yeah.
So, but if BCH is going to succeed, which it should technically, because it is superior in the way that it works, and the fact that it's sustainable, if it can get users,
yes,
being the big thing, it's going to win over even people that are against it now. So you can't really drive everybody away with pitchforks and torches.
That's what I was thinking. A lot of it when it was the drama started happening in the questions was, if you start attacking the people who are now getting interested that were against it, you're kind of proving them that maybe I shouldn't get into this. But if you let them come in and they start using it and they switch over and it's like, hey, maybe I was wrong. You know, that's one person and then another person, and that just grows and spreads. And I know he still doesn't own BCH personally. He chooses not to, but, you know, if he's in the system and he's going to be a part of CoinFLEX, eventually it's going to happen.
Yep.
So,
especially if they ram it down his throat.
Yep.
Or everybody just tips him nonstop.
I actually did see somebody who did on Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
Now you own some. There you go. Buddy.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. There you go. Win them with kindness.
Yes.
Put pitchforks away. Mist swap news. Not much, but...
Not much. Mist swap is currently, as of our time zone, when we're doing this podcast, number 1 total volume locked out of the 5 dexes on SmartBCH.
That's excluding...
That's excluding the single pool, so on BenSwap, so not the eBen single pool and the BCH single pool, and then obviously XMist, XTango.
Excluding those?
I think so.
But probably not the...
It's what's providing liquidity, total volume locked.
So there is XMist in
That's
liquidity.
That's true. There is that little farm of weirdness.
That's the farm of weirdness that about sums it up. Okay, so basically the things that DEXs are mostly used for, as in trading, that's what it's counting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mist is currently just barely winning that.
That's going to go up and down for winners over time.
Exactly.
So.
I don't think it really matters, honestly, whether it's first, second, or third, as long as you're a usable DEX.
And it also depends on the coins. Because I think like eBen by default is going to be better to trade on BenSwap, and Mist will be better to trade on Mist.
Exactly, depending on what you... the biggest thing is BCH and FlexUSD, honestly, where the best liquidity is providing. Everything else is...
Depends what you want. Maybe there's a token you want somewhere that's only on that one, so...
No. Yeah, there are a few, because I know, like, BCH only wants to do certain dexes that they approve. They wanted, like, 3 in total. So you're going to have to go fishing through to find BCH token.
I can understand that from a small cap coin point of view. You don't want to spread your liquidity out.
Yeah.
Because then the price moves too much when people are buying.
Yeah.
That said, you can't stop people from putting
giving
it where
you
they
farms
want. So.
And liquidity, exactly. And then CoinW, the centralized exchange.
Right.
They delayed all their airdrop reward, sign up, send things for a couple days. So that's running now.
Okay. So this was a airdrop that Mist was doing through CoinW. Because I don't think we talked about it before. So Mist was getting added to CoinW, basically.
Where Ben is already.
Yeah. So this was a launch airdrop event, which I think is ongoing.
It just started.
Yeah, I think it just started and it goes for like a week or something.
Something like that.
So I think
5 days.
Yeah, so essentially now if you go to CoinW, sign up for an account, deposit some amount of BCH or value of up to an amount. I think it was like either 0.2 or 0.02 BCH. It enables you to get airdrops that gets shared between everybody that does that.
Is it just BCH? Or is it also like
I think it was 13.5 BCH is up for grabs.
Oh, for the I mean for the deposit, like buying in.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
People will have to go look that up.
I think there was different. I think there was like 4 or 5 different options.
Yeah.
But a big thing was KYC.
Yeah, that I didn't know. I saw one person mention that. So you might have to KYC to use CoinW. I don't know. I did not look.
I ain't gonna use it.
Yeah. I don't really have a need to. I'm not going to chase the airdrop myself.
No.
But it might be lucrative depending on how many people do it.
Mm-hmm.
So 13.5 BCH. So that'll be split up between everybody that does the sign up and qualifies for it. And then 500,000, so 500,000 missed. And I think the missed was for people under the amount. So if you do between like 0 and 0.02 or whatever it is. And then the BCH is for everybody that does that plus over.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is a thing if you're interested.
And lending still to be determined.
Yeah, no news on lending yet.
And that's about all we got for Mist.
Yep. Tango Swap is decreasing their inflation. So they are ending their hyperinflation.
I think
if not,
today is the last day, or today they're ending.
Yeah, so chances are if you're listening to this, even if it's uploaded recently, it's going to be happening extremely quickly.
Yeah.
Have you been watching Tango at all? I have not been. So.
I left Tango a long time ago.
Okay, so we got no.
That's
we
all I
got
for
we
you.
got nothing on Tango.
Memes. That's every time I've peeked into it, it's memes, and I can't see anything else. So.
Yeah, I actually left the group because of that.
Yeah.
There's just way too much spamming.
Yeah.
I think they did create 2 groups. So they got the basic group, which I think is now the chatty general group, and then they have a dev group, and I never joined the dev group, so.
I looked at it, and it didn't have very many people in it, but it sounded like they were still going to announce in the main one, so there wasn't a lot of reasons for people to join in the other one, because the majority of them were a part of that spamming.
I see. I believe they're both on helpme.cash, though.
Yes.
So if you want both groups, you can get them there.
On Tango, I did see they, with the decrease of their inflation, so down to 10 blocks. No.
10 coins per block?
Yes.
From 100, okay.
From 100. They're also going to release their information about burning and buyback or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Just to increase price.
They're going to try and pump it up.
Yep.
I don't know if there's anything for BenSwap going on. The only thing I saw was that they released the locking service. I don't think there's anything behind it except you can go to their site, go to the locking section. I haven't looked at it myself. And lock up coins for an amount of time.
Do you get rewarded for it?
No, I don't think so.
What?
So it's some sort of locking thing. Like in theory, if you had a project that wanted to like lock up their liquidity for a while, or their tokens or something, they could go there and lock them, and they can't come out until that time. There's
it's a vault.
It's a vault. Yeah.
Okay.
There's use cases around it. There might be more to it I don't know about.
Yeah, I totally get it for certain projects if you want to be like, oh, we're locking our fundraised money into BenSwap so everybody can see it for 30 days, 60 days, whatever. Because I know a lot of projects do that. But
yeah, a lot of them will. The old style way, I guess, is to raise funds and then they like give it to an accounting firm or something, and they don't let you take it out for 1 year.
Yeah.
Type thing. So this kind of replaces that. I think I vaguely remember seeing a screenshot. I don't know if it was a test. I hope it was a test. Because it was a vault with like 486 EBEN in it. And it unlocked in like 99 years.
Oof.
So if you want to, you can go ahead and do that.
Have fun.
Yep.
I like to lock my things up and get rewarded for it, personally.
True. Cat's luck.
Apparently is a thing.
Apparently it is a thing. I wasn't completely off my rocker. You can stake your cats. You get some sort of... So there's a 2% house edge for the gambling side of it. You get to choose your multiplier if you're gambling. And if you're super lucky, apparently you can drain the pool of all the cats in it.
Meow.
I don't know the percentages and all that behind it, but chances are super, super low. Oh, but okay, sorry. So that was my notes about how I thought it might work. So my next note is that the gamblers, this was called out, and I think I saw this on the Telegram from the dev. The gamblers cannot receive over 1% of the pool in one bet. So that was thought of. So brucelee.cash. So BRUCELEE.cash. will be on Help Me Out Cash soon because I totally forgot to add it. But yeah, he's the dev that's behind it. So you can go look at catsluck.com, I think. They have their own token, which is, I think, is CKT. CKT. CLT?
Okay.
I think it's CKT. Go to MistSwap. I know it's on MistSwap. It's on MarketCap.
CTL? There's got to be an L in there because it's Catsluck.
Maybe. I don't know. I could be totally wrong.
CLK?
I don't know. This is just off memory. Go to marketcap.cash. We're just two random people. Probably wrong.
We read too much.
It all
remember it all.
It gets jumbled up. But yeah, we need more games. Like, that's one thing I'm really hyped for is I want more games.
Oh, games in SmartBCH.
Games in SmartBCH. I mean, games in general are good too.
See,
I'm really
Steam
missing.
library is pretty huge here, but okay.
I'm really missing our board games and stuff. Honestly, like
yes.
we have like full
Arkham
Arkham campaign to do still.
Yes.
Oh, about the games actually, that reminded me. So in the Telegram chat, in one of them, there was somebody talking about games off of other chains, Wolf Dog game, and Wizards and Dragons game. So apparently these are more like betting games.
Oh.
So they're on like Binance and Polygon or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they're out there, and it wouldn't take much to bring them over.
Mm. Oh, so as in, hey devs, if you're bored and you got a little bit of effort, just here's some quick cash
Exactly.
ideas.
Yeah. If somebody wants to play around and, you know, just fork some things over, and it's been said by multiple people at even very high levels.
You just need to fork projects.
You just need to fork projects. You copy paste them over, and you will get followings. The Fire token, or Incinerate, whatever it's called. There's also a Fire DAO token I saw now.
What?
Yeah. So I think the Incinerate token is based off like an old Reflect tokens. Reflect.finance might have been one of the earlier ones that did this. So when you send these tokens, it takes like a 5% fee or a 1% fee or whatever you configure it as. And it'll split that fee up between different things. Some of them will just burn the tokens. Some of them will do buybacks against itself. Some will take the fee and split it up to all the holders of the token. So it's like basically you're punished for sending the tokens, and everybody that's holding the token gets rewarded.
That's Incinerate token?
It's something, yeah, that's what Incinerate will be, something. I haven't looked into it.
Isn't there something about it like you could get burned?
That's the meme side of it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just a fork. That's,
okay.
I mean, even Celery, I think they put more effort into it.
Yes.
And they took inspiration from Hex.
They forked something and added a few.
But there's games out there.
Prawns? I don't know what they're called.
Prawns?
What are the on forks that...
Prongs?
Yeah, the stabby parts. They added a few extra things.
A few extra prongs? They're turning things into sporks now?
No, I'd be like mushing them together.
Yeah, we need games. So yeah, Wolf.cash was one. I started looking at the contracts a little bit. Didn't get very far. And then Wizards and Dragons game, which had to do with like...
That sounds like a board game.
Pretty much. I think that one... Or the Wolf Dog game, I think, was like you can mint wolves, but every like 10% chance, or you'll get a wolf, and then wolves have chance to steal wolves have the chance to steal sheep. I'm getting confused.
What?
I don't know. It's
a game?
It's a game, yeah.
That involves betting, okay.
Exactly.
So Tropical Finance, pre-sailing, another DEX on SmartBCH. Pre-sale starts on BCH Pad on December 9th. I don't know what time.
They're a pancake fork.
They're a pancake fork, and they want to take you to the beach to get drunk.
Good old beaches.
Good old beaches, guys. Yeah. The plan is to be, they want to be audited before the pre-sale launch. So they have 3 days to do it, and they were putting a vote in Telegram.
To pick
what company they're going to ask to do
it. So they're not going to be audited.
So they're not, no, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, because Mist and Ben both
They took a couple weeks.
It took a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So that's not going to happen.
That's just sussy. But
so I think you said Certic was winning that vote so far.
Yeah, they were like 70% when I last looked.
So my limited understanding is that Certic would be a good reputational auditing group to go through.
Yeah, as long as they do a check of
the contract once it's deployed.
Exactly. But being with the pre-sale is being on BCH pad, meaning they have to be privately doxed, liquidity locked.
For a year?
I don't know. Is it a year?
I vaguely remember something
One
about
BCH was a year, but I think that was just their personal
I might
choice.
be thinking of that.
But it might also be a year with them. But I do know that Tropical Finance said that they were going to do like 60% of raised funds is being put as liquidity, but then that is going to be sent to a burn address, so it'll always stay in liquidity, and they'll never be able to take it out, so it'll be permanently locked.
Okay, so basically they would send it to an address that they can't control.
Yeah.
While it's in liquidity.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's farming, it's providing liquidity, but they're not going to be able to take the rewards, which seems a little weird to me. Because it's kind of like you're also burning the daiquiri or whatever the reward token is as well.
You would be limiting the inflation a little bit of the token because the rewards wouldn't be claimed. So
yeah,
but they could probably exclude those LP tokens from getting rewards.
I don't know how
from
they
farming.
do that, but I guess if
you could.
If you just didn't stick it into a farm and you just provided liquidity, that'd be fine.
That's true. Yeah, you could just not farm with it.
Yeah,
That's true.
okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Farming
it's the whole point of it.
Exactly. Your mind just kind of jumps straight to the farming. But yes, you have to provide liquidity and then assign it to a farm.
Yes. So I guess they'd just be providing liquidity and then sending that away.
Okay.
They keep 40% of
the pre-sale
funds for themselves. Plus, I think there was like a 10% of either the blocks or whatever. And then they also get the 4% fee.
Yes.
For the non-daiquiri pools.
So the 10% extra minted tokens is the same as MISWAP and BENSWAP.
Okay.
The 4% deposit fee
I don't like.
Is insane in my opinion.
Yeah.
So for listeners, that's if you have
BCH and FLEX USD
and you put them in a farm, 4% of it is immediately siphoned away and given to the devs.
Yeah.
And you don't get it back.
Yeah.
That's the moment you put it in the farm. And
they say because they're doing 5 million APRs that you'll make it back in a day, 2 day, 3 day, no big deal.
Well, if the APRs are that high, the inflation's insane, which means people have tons of tokens, which means they sell a lot of the tokens, which means the price goes down. No, I wouldn't.
It's not one I'm...
Yeah.
Maybe in a couple weeks, if they actually start pushing some stuff out, I'll consider, after they gain some reputation. I won't put into their farms at all, but I like bags everywhere.
Like what, sorry?
Bags everywhere.
Oh, bags everywhere. You're going to litter the beach now. I thought we went through this already. I put in, beach swap.
Yes.
Not tropical finance, but beach swap. Same thing.
And there's a lot of similarities in like the picture and one of the devs. So there's 4 team members.
Okay. And we don't know who any of these people are?
Well, I mean, we, air quotes that you can't see, know as in Fat Cat, Mrs. Fat Cat, which is actually a guy. He's made that very clear quite a few times. He has Fat Cat token. Mm-hmm. And then there's the Ashwick.
Okay. So the Ashwick NFT game.
Yeah. And then Dob something, which has been in the community chatting away for a while, and then some other person I've never seen. So we don't have any real names. No.
Although they are
supposed to be privately
doxed.
I don't know how that fully works. If it's a company or if it's by Riker, who himself is anonymous.
I'm not sure. But the first thing that comes to mind, which might be correct, it might not be, was I think that there was a company that BCH Pad went through, and they're the ones that do the doxing.
Okay.
And then they might just tell Riker, who runs BCH Pad, that
we
they
have
are
the
now
information
doxed or whatever. So it's almost like a drug test for jobs type thing. The company doesn't necessarily get the
you good?
results.
Yeah, okay, next.
Exactly.
All right, you're hired.
So, in other words, we don't know who the people are that run Tropical. Personally, I don't like the theme.
No.
But, you can't blame all beaches. But...
No, you can. I have a random thing to tell you about beaches, too.
Okay.
But that's a side note. But one of the team members wrote an article warning people about high APR beaches being, trying to get you in, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. and then Beach rugged, so he wrote another one. But then he's doing a DEX with really high APRs, higher than any other DEX have done. That's their whole thing, which is just
odd.
It seems a little sussy.
Little sussy?
You know, like the creepers and the sounds, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm standing off to the side on this one, as I did with the others.
But you put into Beach.
I put into Beach for the very, very, very little, because
Did Beach have a pre-sale? Or did they just launch? I can't remember.
They might have had a pre-sale.
Or was that Muse? No, Musely. I think they just launched.
They might have just launched.
I think they just launched.
They're all mixing up now.
Yeah, they just
We're
launched.
getting into the nitty-gritty now.
Yeah, well.
Go ahead.
No, they just launched, and we put money in separately, and I think we both made a profit.
Very little.
Yeah, you know, a little bit. But I never actually sold the Beach tokens.
Oh, so you still have them?
I do.
Oh, these are collector items now.
Somebody needs to make a rug token.
And convert them all?
Yeah, just for anybody who's been a part of a rug on SmartBCH gets a rug token. I think that'd be cool.
Just because you hold Beach tokens?
Yeah.
No, I put a tiny bit into Beach Swap, mostly just playing around, because I did that with all of them type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they had the single staking with BCH.
With the 4% fee, or 2%.
Yeah, I think it was a 1% or a 1.5%. They also had it with Flex USD. I think that was what I found interesting, was they had a Flex USD pool for it. So I put a tiny amount into that, realized that that's what the deposit fee was after that, and I got all salty. Because my 15 cents or something was gone. Made that back and got out with like a couple cents profit. Woo! Yeah, I don't know why somebody would throw something into a farm that has a deposit fee when it takes it from you immediately. You're basically going in with a loss.
Yeah.
So. And
then you're trying to make that loss up before everybody sells off their tokens.
Yeah, like I could understand it depending on the project, because it's not like the money just disappears. It goes to the devs.
Yeah.
So it could be a way of funding the devs if you believe in the project and that's the way they wanted to do it, to raise funds. So be it. But just for a DEX, I don't know. I can't see it with the DEX.
For a DEX, my issue is you are putting a huge barrier for people providing liquidity. So you're putting a barrier against what a DEX is supposed to be.
Exactly. The DEX is supposed to be about drawing liquidity so people will do trades and get good prices for those trades, and they won't move the price doing them.
Yeah.
So now if you're pushing away liquidity, you're fighting against yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of flows in with what the CoinFLEX is doing, or at least might be doing, with not providing a farming
you're just
token.
doing liquidity. You get that 3.3%, 3% fee, whatever it is.
Whatever they configure it as.
Yeah, but why would I put liquidity in something when I can go over to Ban or Mist or
anything else?
Go off of SmartBCH, get into Zoo, make a fuck ton more money than
Pancake swap. No, Ethereum fees, cancel that.
Yeah, no. I was like, what ones are not on Ethereum?
Yeah. Cosmos.
Yeah.
Osmosis, rather. Sif chain. There's
so
tons.
many choices. And yeah, why would you put your money... If you're going to put your money somewhere, you might as well do it where you're going to make money. Yeah,
pretty much. That's the point. That's why you're providing liquidity, is you want to make some money.
Yeah.
So...
I want to make more than some money.
You want to make a lot of money.
I want to make a lot of money.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't understand the economic side of that. I guess good luck to them.
Yeah.
Hopefully they stick around and don't do a Beach 2.0.
It's the Beach.
Some of them got to be good, right?
It gets littered.
Oh, okay. So there was actually some other roadmap stuff for them before we move off of them.
Yes, there was.
I did find that they are supposedly integrated a bit with the Steam community. So this is Steam not the video game Steam.
Are you sure it's Steam and not like...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Steam.
It?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Steam. I don't know. I've never heard people talk about it, but I'm calling it Steam it.
Okay, I'm going with Stem it, because it's not what you're saying.
So Steam it.
Stem it.
Is oh man, it's been a while. It's an older product.
I've never heard of it.
It was its own little blockchain doing, I can't even remember now. It might have been videos. I think it was videos. I think
so
it was
it's kind of like stream? Did you spell it wrong?
No. So it was like a YouTube competitor.
Okay.
Or I might be mixing it up with other stuff.
Oh, it's because you're not thinking like LivePeer or Odyssey or
Definitely not.
Okay.
No. The problem with Steemit is that it kind of died from what I remember.
So they're pairing with a dead project?
I don't think it's dead. It's just I think it. Now you're looking it up.
Yeah. Now I gotta look it up. Is it roadkill or
no?
Is it?
It's
Damn it.
From what I understand, the popularity got killed, and that I stopped following it. You had to like manually sign up to get an account, and somebody had to like manually approve it and stuff. When I was doing it, at least.
Oh, it is a content one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did videos and they had their own Steam token, and so anyways, they're looking at doing a bridge with Steemit.
Okay.
I don't know much more besides that. I just saw the name. Like, oh, I recognize that. That's a thing still? Okay.
They have a decent amount of followers on Twitter.
Honestly, they're probably a lot bigger than they were when I was looking at it. And it's just, from my point of view, they fell off the face of the earth. Granted, crypto is gigantic. And
yeah, there's too much shit that all these little tiny projects could be something worth getting into.
And that's why everybody's vying for everybody's eyeballs, is because there's too much going on.
1.2 million users?
I don't know how they're calculating that, but...
Registered users.
Yeah.
So that's not necessarily active. That's people who made an account.
I made an account. So I'm one of those 1.2 million, and I was never active in it, really. But regardless, if they're doing another bridge, it might help out at some point if Steemit is functioning. So if you're interested in figuring out what Steemit is, go take a look. Besides that, on the roadmap, they were looking at doing NFTs, as in actually launching NFTs, which I believe they were doing on Telegram through these duck tokens, or duck NFTs. Mm-hmm. So if anybody's been on Telegram lately, they've probably seen these things. I've seen them a couple times.
Duck?
Yeah, they're like little ducks.
Quack.
Yeah, exactly. They want to launch an NFT marketplace and a launch pad. So, to add on to my hesitations about Tropical...
Can I just add on to Steemit first?
Yes.
78% of staff was laid off.
When?
2018.
Okay. So I remember that they...
During the cryptocurrency crash. Financial difficulties, laid off 70% of the staff. That was their last update on Wikipedia.
Okay. So my memory is slightly correct in what the ecosystem was doing.
And yet you can't remember my birthday.
Nope.
What else were you hesitant about?
So Tropical Finance. DEXs are fine. I have no issues with DEXs. The SmartBCH feels oversaturated for DEXs. That doesn't mean the current DEXs are the be all end all. Like somebody could come out and release a DEX that is way better than Mist and Ben.
100%.
And I guess Muesli, which is still a thing.
It's got like 100k liquidity in it. Is that really a thing for a DEX? I don't think we can classify it as a thing anymore.
It exists.
It's moo.
Okay, anyways. So a DEX could come out, that's good. I don't think Tropical's it, honestly.
No.
So they have, in my opinion, questionable economics.
Mm-hmm. And communication skills when you argue with your users asking questions. Next.
I haven't been watching the Telegram chat really, so I'll take your word for that. But all of the stuff that they have coming out, minus the Steemit bridge, so the NFTs, the NFT marketplace, and the launchpad,
are all things we don't need because we already have.
We have them all, or they're easy-ish things to migrate.
Yeah. Oasis for the NFT and NFT marketplace.
BA.net for a marketplace.
BA.
Not a pretty one.
Yeah.
But it is technically one.
Launchpad would be like
IBOs for BenSwap.
And BCH Pad.
And BCH Pad.
So they're going to compete with their launch place.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So nothing super amazing in terms of roadmap. Mm-mm. Which you have to give benefit of the doubt still, because it's like it still takes work to get a DEX out. Mm-hmm. And those other things, marketplace, etc., they still require some work to get going. Mm-hmm. Not just a Control-C, Control-V. There's a couple edits.
$500 on what's that website? Then you got your DEX and you're good.
Fiverr.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's more than a Control-C, Control-V. I'll stick with that. But besides that, their website, now I don't know the languages of these people, but the website is bad. Typos, mistakes on the timeline for like the dates with the Q1 and the Q2.
It's
Q1
quickly
is doubled.
thrown together.
So lots of little things that make me personally not want to jump into it.
Yeah.
So I could just be being too harsh, but
I mean, at this point, it's just if you're not starting with something new, why am I investing into you? So I'm gonna say my bridge fact, my beach fact.
Okay.
Because I was watching a video on YouTube with Mr. Beast.
Of course.
Of course. It was,
as you do.
The kids liked it. They were cleaning up the beach.
Okay.
And there's these robots that are boats.
Okay.
That they're now sending down rivers to try and clean up all the plastic and shit in the ocean and rivers and yada yada yada.
Okay. So they're water Roombas.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So Tropical Finance is asking for 225 BCH. But Mr. Beast accepts crypto. So if you wanted to really help the beach, you could donate that BCH to the beach and actually help the beach.
Oh, I see.
Sorry.
I mean, you're not going to make money that way, but
no, but
you just said.
There's no guarantee you're going to make money on that either, on Tropical Finance. You're going to guarantee to lose 4%.
You're guaranteed to lose 4% going through Tropical Finance. Maybe.
But you're guaranteed to lose 100%, but
through
you'll
Mr.
make
Beast.
Yeah.
So go with Mr. Beast if you want certainty.
Yes.
Okay, enough tropical.
Okay. Satoshi Angels.
Yes. I don't know if we talked about them on our last episode.
Mentioned it because they did the Bitcoin
They were in
network.
They were in the podcast network episode, whatever. Right. Satoshi Angels. I don't know a lot about them, honestly. My vague understanding is that they're like a small group of people that are doing marketing.
Helping other people do marketing.
Helping people running meetups. So if you want to run a meetup or you are running meetups for Bitcoin Cash, you can get in contact with Satoshi Angels and they will help you out if you need it.
Guide you, figure out if you need any help, where to do it.
Yeah.
How to do it.
Things like if you want to do a meetup page, like meetup.com, make a little meeting thing there and schedule events. They'll help with that. I think they might even help with like the logos and stuff like that, because I think there's a few of them that have they have a similar theme of the logos on a number of them, and I think that's part of their stuff. They had so I think last year, it's like about a year ago now, they got Flip started, and so they got a bunch of BCH from people to do this stuff, and I think they recently just got Flip started again.
Did it finish?
Yes, I think so. I think they got what they needed, so they're good for another year. I don't think we mentioned that, so.
I don't think it was closed.
I'm assuming. I didn't look myself. I'm assuming it was because I thought I saw a tweet about it. So besides that, you can check out their weekly news updates. I believe on bch101.com. They also put them there. So they tweet them. They put it on bch101.com. I believe that website is more on the Chinese audience side.
They
do have English. I think it's just a lot of content might be missing at a first glance. It just looks like the Chinese side of the site has much more information on it.
Okay.
But you can get their weekly news updates there. I believe we stole a couple off of that for this episode as well. So thank you for them.
Nice.
One of the things that was on it was that between November 3rd and December 3rd, so slightly out-of-date information, SmartBCH rose 180% in total value locked. So over 1 month, we went from 12.9 million locked to 36 million.
Pretty good.
Yeah. And that's going to be just in the DEXs, according to DeFi Llama. So there's more BCH than that, most likely, because not everybody's going to be locked in a DEX. BCH101.com is also doing a contest. So they want you to write an article titled My Smart BCH Adventure. So you can post it to free.cash, to Medium.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Did you?
In chat, just a blip.
Yeah, it's been posted a couple times around. So the grand prize is 1 Bitcoin Cash. I don't know if that's on BCH or on SmartBCH. Not that it matters because it can be bridged.
Put it to SmartBCH because then you're going to make money.
Pretty much. And yeah, so if you write an article, didn't seem like there was much topic about it. Basically just write an article about what your adventure in SmartBCH has been and share it around, and I believe you'll get entered.
They also have the 20% cashback thing going.
Oh?
Where if you spend your BCH with a merchant and then upload a photo of like your receipt and stuff to them, then they do 20% cash back for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is Satoshi Angels?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Only on Bitcoin Cash purchases.
Okay. Is this limited to like a country or? 'Cause I think they have like dedicated promotions. I don't know if they've done it, but like Venezuela only
Any
or
country.
any country.
Any
Interesting.
country, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all you just do is on Twitter. Use Twitter, send
Just
it
at
to
them.
their hashtags, all that
Hashtag,
stuff.
whatever.
Yeah. Post it to them and of the receipt proving you spent it. And they'll give you 20% back.
Cool.
Right?
Okay. Free money.
Also purse.io.
Purse.io, yeah. I may have used it for Christmas a little bit.
I didn't.
Oh, you missed out on those gains. Or savings, I guess, which could be classified as gains. So, for those that don't know, Purse.io, you can spend your Bitcoin Cash at, also your BTC, but that has high fees, so who wants to do that? And you can configure it anywhere up to 33% off the price of an Amazon order.
Yeah. So it's only Amazon purchases.
Yes. And it's probably limited to countries. So
Yeah.
US, Canada, Japan,
I think
UK, I believe, are for sure.
And maybe Germany.
Possibly. So you'd have to go to Purse.io to check it out. They've been around for quite a while. It's very established.
Mm-hmm. Very much, you get your purchase and your money gets sent if you don't get your purchase.
Yeah. I've had a couple hiccups with it.
Yeah. They're usually pretty good about trying to correct it and fix it. But
Yeah. Most of the issues I had are from... So the way the website works is that you put your order in and then it lists it on the site, and then other people that want Bitcoin Cash or BTC will see the orders and purchase them for you.
Mm-hmm. But they don't get your personal information.
No. So it gets sent to you from Amazon. Once you receive it, you go back to the Purse.io. You say you confirm that you got it, and the person that purchased it gets the crypto that you locked in.
Mm-hmm.
So the only times I've really had an issue is when I do 4 items in an order, and then it gets purchased, but then only 3 show up because only 3 were bought by the person. And I think they were supposed to do something to try and prevent that, but I haven't used it very much lately.
Yeah.
So basically, just make sure you get what you order.
Yeah.
And maybe split things up into
smaller
purchases. But yeah, when I checked it recently, there was lots of orders on it, so it's still very actively used. So check that out.
It's easy, 5%. Even 5% savings can add up when you're buying.
Yeah, it kind of
hard drives to store your
blockchain.
Yeah.
It kills the taxes basically,
yeah.
kind of. So you're saving money. So in Bitcoin Cash news, the BCH node dev team, so that's BCHN.
Okay.
I don't think you know about this one.
Probably not.
Or I don't know. You might know about it.
50-50.
Back in the past, Bitcoin ABC was the node client for Bitcoin Cash, the dev team. They were the primary one.
Okay.
They decided that they wanted to fork away from Bitcoin Cash. During that process, BCHN is a dev team that assembled, kind of like the Avengers, from a bunch of random...
Is there a group?
Sure.
Okay.
Wins you over.
Yeah, I'm listening.
So a bunch of well-known Bitcoin Cash developers joined together, a couple anonymous, some very well-known, and they formed BCHN, BCH node, and they replaced Bitcoin ABC for the dev team and the node software. So back then, they got 1,000 BCH, I believe, donated to them.
Damn.
Yeah, and that was to help fund the devs and fund the node software. So it's almost like the reference client, but there's kind of multiple nodes on BCH now, and it's not like there's one node with all 90% of them. There's actually fairly split up, 30% here, 40% there type thing. But yeah, BCH node got another anonymous donation for 1,000 BCH.
Damn.
2 days ago or something. So somebody out there likes the work and wants it to keep continuing.
And they do just BCH, not SmartBCH?
From what I understand, yes. I haven't really looked at that.
Okay.
But yeah, they're BCHN. That's Bitcoin Cash.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with SmartBCH. The devs themselves, I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of them are dabbling in SmartBCH. we may have talked about some of them in the thing already. I don't know specific usernames off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the BCHN team itself has got funding. Is there anything else in Bitcoin Cash itself that you've seen lately? I think it's firm. I don't know. I've been head down in SmartBCH.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of SmartBCH world. BCH is kind of just placeholder now.
It's still doing its own stuff. There's definitely work going on like the group token stuff, and
I haven't really found the Reddit very active for information as much as it was a couple months ago, kind of thing.
yeah, over the past like year, I would actually say that the BTC subreddit has gone very downhill.
Yeah.
And
That's why I'm just like, I haven't really seen much because I'm not in any BCH Telegram. So Reddit was my information source, and there's not much on Reddit.
there isn't. It's been kind of sad to see. It's I think it's a case of the bots are just getting too much.
They're so annoying.
They're bad.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's just a case of like obvious bots. I think it's like there's more and more bots that seem, or more and more accounts showing up that seem like they might be bots, but you can't be 100% because the bots are starting to get a little smarter. Yeah, basically it's getting easier to make better bots.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can go to subreddits that are just AI talking to each other, just random bots.
Sweet.
And it's kind of interesting to see how good they're getting. But then it's also kind of funny to see like how obviously wrong they get things every now and then. But considering that they can make Dota teams and StarCraft AI that will beat humans easily, stuff like chatbots isn't.
It should be harder.
Yeah, it's not super hard. So, but it's both ways though. I've seen what seem like the typical anti-BCH bots, but I've also been seeing pro-BCH comments that seem like bots.
Yeah. And about random things too.
Yeah.
Like that are not Bitcoin Cash or BTC specific comments. They'll like talk about random tokens, and it's like,
or just general comments that have nothing, like that could be in any subreddit.
Yeah.
So it's like even before it was.
Tell me more.
Yeah, it's just random little comments are just generic, and it could just be bots farming karma, which has been a thing for a while, I think, and it's not crypto specific. It's just they're spamming subreddits.
Apparently, there was a big leak. And so a bunch of old accounts are now bots, so they have history. So if you like click on them, it's like very botty now, but like 6 months to a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever, their accounts have normal activity. But then they got leaked and the bot took over the account.
So probably a case like password leaks and accounts just, I could see that too. Regardless, it's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
It seems like BTC, it seems like Reddit in general is just kind of going downhill. But on the plus side, Telegram is like very active.
It is.
So
it goes into those dull moments and nobody's talking and it's like, guys, I'm bored.
It depends on the news. If there's nothing super like new coming out or exciting, it's like it dies down. People kind of like focus in the other groups that have news going on. I do the same thing. I'm very Bitcoin Cash, SmartBCH, centric. But I fuck off to like Thorchain every now and then and see what's happening there. If there's a new hack or something going on, all these like little game ones. It's kind of, you go where the news is.
Yeah.
A little side project I'm working on that we could go into a little bit.
Which one?
There's a couple.
Yeah, which one do you want to talk about today?
So we are looking at doing advertising on Twitch.
Oh, we. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm doing the coding side of it, so.
I sent
Attempting
emails.
So actually, talking of Telegram being active, there has been multiple chats over the last few days about Bitcoin Cash / SmartBCH not having some sort of foundation or a DAO in terms of the actual. So if you look at other chains like Avalanche or Polygon or Binance, they all have some central entity funding everything. Yeah. Exactly. And BCH doesn't have that. We're too decentralized. We don't have a central area to shove money to places and hire people and
get projects rolling, to do marketing and to do development and et cetera,
so it's a constant fight, chicken and egg of we need developers, but we need users, but we need developers.
But we need money.
And just this little cycle. So there's been multiple chats going on in Telegram over the week or so. decently productive. People coming out and saying things that they're doing. And but one thing we decided to do from that was try advertising on Twitch. So I'm not really a programmer at all. My background's not in programming. So I've kind of taken it on as a learning experience a little bit. We've already got like most of it done actually. So we got a Twitch bot that can connect to the chat. People can put in their address into chat. It'll take that. It'll airdrop them tokens. So we're thinking SmartBCH directly. It'd be a case of partner with some streamers. We'll probably do this a test run ourselves first. But if it goes well, we might try a flip starter for it. Essentially get it so that their viewers are getting airdropped, but they have to be a subscriber of the streamer.
Yeah.
So that's going to incentivize people to subscribe to the streamer, which will be good for the streamer, and they'll want to work with us then. And then the users would get a small airdrop, which they could use on SmartBCH to vote on outcomes on the stream.
Yeah. So gamifying watching a stream instead of just watching.
Pretty much. Which isn't new. It's like
No.
Twitch has like polls and stuff in it as well. But in this case, you could have prize pools where people actually get actual money for winning for betting rights. So kind of the idea behind that is to actually get new people into it.
Yes. So not targeting crypto streams, but...
Yeah, you're not going to go to Axie Infinity on Twitch and start doing this because those are crypto people already.
Yeah.
You're going to be going to all these other ones and trying to get them involved. So
And things that can actually have voting. Target like games or whatever, and it's like, hey, let's go to a Age of Empire tournament or StarCraft, and it's like, who builds the first castle? Who is gonna win the game? Who's gonna die first?
Yeah.
If it's a
MOBA.
Yeah. Well, so many of them now.
Yeah. So we'll see if that happens, but it would be a nice little project to get some advertising going.
Yeah. I think it would be kind of cool to see whether it's like through MetaMask or bitcoin.com or whatever kind of wallet app is, if you could actually be like, how many new users, if you did it over like a week, trying to do as many streams as possible, how many new users made an account and how many of those did something with that after the week.
That would be, I don't know if you could do that with MetaMask.
That's
that would
what-
probably be hard. But the bitcoin.com wallet, they would have that information. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
Just kind of an example of a project that could be. Okay, I think that's all we got. So until next time.
See ya.